What if one spoonful of something already sitting in your kitchen could quietly support your heart, your digestion, and even your brain just by taking it before bed each night? I'm talking about olive oil, and not the way you usually think about it, drizzled on a salad or used for cooking. I mean, taking a small amount on its own right before you go to sleep as its own simple habit. This isn't a trend or a gimmick, and it isn't something I'm asking you to take on faith. There's real science behind why nighttime specifically matters and why so many people who try this notice changes within just a few weeks of doing it consistently. Tonight, I want to walk you through this together. What's actually happening inside your body, the right way to do it, how much truly helps versus how much is too much, and who should be a little more careful with this. By the time we're done, I think you'll feel ready to try this yourself with real confidence instead of guesswork. Stay with me to the end because the timing piece, why before bed actually matters, is something almost nobody explains correctly. I'm Dr. Reena. I've spent 30 years practicing functional medicine, looking past the surface problem to find what's really going on underneath. Tonight, we're talking about something simple that's probably already sitting in your kitchen and how the timing of when you take it may matter more than you'd think. Let's start with what actually makes olive oil different from the other oils you might already cook with. Most of the fat in olive oil is a kind of fat that's genuinely good for you. The same friendly fat found in avocados and certain nuts, like almonds. Doctors call it monounsaturated fat. But you don't need to remember that term at all. Just think of it as one of the good fats, the kind your body actually welcomes. This particular good fat has been studied for decades, and it consistently shows up linked to healthier cholesterol numbers over time in people all over the world. But olive oil isn't just fat. It also carries tiny plant compounds almost like little protectors that help shield your blood vessels from everyday wear and tear as the years go by. Extra virgin olive oil, the less processed kind, has far more of these little protectors than the lighter, more refined oils you sometimes see sitting on store shelves. That difference matters quite a bit for what we're about to talk about together tonight. So, keep it in mind as we go. Here's the first thing happening inside your body once this becomes a nightly habit for you. Your liver is constantly sorting cholesterol, the kind that can slowly build up inside your arteries and the kind that actually helps clear it back out again. That good fat we just talked about helps shift that balance in a healthier direction over time, supporting the helpful kind of cholesterol without feeding the buildup the way some other fats can. Meanwhile, those little protectors are doing something else important, quietly calming down a low level of irritation that builds up inside your blood vessels over the years. Almost like smoothing out wear and tear on the inside of a pipe before it ever becomes a real problem. Better cholesterol balance plus calmer blood vessels. That combination is exactly why olive oil keeps showing up in heart health research again and again across many countries and many decades of careful study. It's the kind of finding that doesn't fade away as more research comes in. It just keeps getting confirmed study after study, decade after decade. Now, here's where the nighttime timing really starts to matter. And this is the part I really want you to hear tonight. Your body does most of its repair work while you sleep, including quiet work inside your blood vessels that simply doesn't happen as easily during a busy day. Your blood pressure naturally drops a little overnight. And this is also when your body has more energy available for cleanup and repair rather than digesting a big meal or handling daytime stress. Take a small amount of olive oil before bed, and those little protectors are right there in your bloodstream during exactly the hours your body is doing this overnight maintenance work on itself. This doesn't mean olive oil only helps at night. The same oil in your cooking still does plenty of good throughout the day, but taking it specifically before bed on a fairly empty stomach may help it get absorbed a little more easily, working with your body's natural overnight rhythm instead of competing with a full meal for attention. I think of it as giving your body a clear runway to use it. Well, let's talk about digestion now, because this is often where people notice the quickest, most obvious change. Olive oil has a gentle, natural, lubricating effect as it moves through your digestive tract overnight. For some people, especially anyone who deals with occasional constipation, this can genuinely help things move along more comfortably by the next morning. It also seems to gently encourage your gallbladder to release bile, which is simply the fluid your body uses to break down fat from the food you eat. Nothing complicated about it. A small amount before bed when your stomach is fairly empty seems to support this more noticeably than taking it during a big meal where it just gets absorbed along with everything else on your plate. This tends to be one of the very first changes people notice, often within the first week or two of doing this consistently every single night before bed. If you try nothing else from this video, this alone is worth paying attention to since it's often the very first thing people notice and mention to me. There's also a connection worth mentioning to your brain, though I want to be gentle with this one since the research here is newer than the heart research we just talked about. Those same little protectors that help your heart also seem to support healthy blood flow to your brain, and steady blood flow is closely tied to clear thinking and a steady mood as we get a little older. I'm not telling you olive oil is a memory supplement, and I genuinely don't want you walking away thinking that, since that wouldn't be honest with you. What the research suggests is something more modest, that supporting your blood vessels overall, including the small ones feeding your brain, is one quiet piece of a much bigger picture of healthy aging alongside everything else you're already doing for yourself, like staying active and eating well and getting good rest each night. Quick question. Are you someone who already has olive oil in your kitchen right now? Drop a yes or no below. I'm curious. All right, let's keep going. So, how much should you actually take and how should you take it? Most of the research showing real benefit uses about 1 tablespoon taken on its own, or with just a small sip of water roughly 30 minutes before bed. You don't need to knock it back quickly like a shot. There's no need to rush through it at all. Some people find it easier to take it slowly with a spoon, almost sipping it rather than swallowing it all in one go. The quality of the oil matters here. So, let's picture your own kitchen for a moment together. Go check your cabinet later tonight. What does your bottle actually say on the label? You're looking for the words extra virgin specifically, and ideally a dark glass bottle, since light can quietly break down those little protectors over time sitting on a shelf. If it tastes a little bitter or peppery on its own, that's actually a good sign. Even if it surprises you at first, that's exactly what we want to see. A sign that the good stuff is actually still in there. I want to talk about freshness a bit more because not every bottle labeled extra virgin on the shelf is actually still fresh. Olive oil can go stale faster than people expect, especially once it's opened and exposed to light and air over and over again. If your bottle has been open for many months or it smells a little like crayons or old nuts instead of fresh and grassy, those little protectors we've been talking about tonight may have already broken down by the time you use it. Buying a smaller bottle, you'll actually finish within a couple of months. Storing it in a cool, dark cabinet rather than right next to your warm stove, and looking for a harvest date on the label when you can are all small things that help make sure you're getting the real benefit. Not just oil that looks the same on the outside, but has quietly lost what made it valuable. A few extra dollars on a fresher bottle is genuinely worth it here. Far more than people usually expect once they notice the difference in taste. Now, let's talk gently about who should be a little more careful with this particular habit. If you have gallbladder issues, especially gallstones, olive oil can sometimes cause that organ to squeeze a bit more than usual. Since we just talked about how it encourages bile release, if that sounds like you, please bring this up with your doctor before starting. Olive oil can also have a mild effect on how easily your blood clots. So if you're on a blood thinning medication, it's worth a quick mention to your physician. Not because it's dangerous in normal amounts, but because your doctor should always know the full picture of what you're taking. And one more honest note, olive oil is fairly rich in calories, about 120 per tablespoon. So if you're watching your weight, just count it as part of your day rather than something extra on top. None of this means avoid it entirely. It just means loop your doctor in if any of this applies to you, simply so everyone involved in your care is on the same page. Here's a common mistake I'd love to help you avoid before you even start tonight. Some people hear all this and think more must be better. Reaching for 2 or 3 tablespoons instead of 1, hoping to speed things along. I understand the instinct. Truly I do, since wanting faster results is only natural. But that's not really how this works. The research behind these benefits is built on steady, moderate amounts over time, not large amounts taken here and there. Taking too much at once can also upset your stomach for a while, especially if your body isn't used to it yet. If you're just starting out, Try half a tablespoon for the first week, simply to let your digestion adjust gently before working up to a full tablespoon once that feels comfortable for you personally. Slow and steady really does win here, far more than rushing in with a bigger amount right from the start. So be patient with yourself as you ease into this. There's truly no prize for rushing it, only a more comfortable, sustainable habit waiting for you on the other side. I also want to gently address something I see often in comment sections under videos like this one. People asking whether another oil works just as well. Other healthy fats certainly have their own genuine value, and I'm not dismissing them at all. Please don't hear it that way. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But this particular combination, the good fat alongside those specific little protectors, is fairly unique to olive oil, especially the extra virgin kind. So, if your goal tonight is exactly the overnight heart and digestive support we've been talking about, olive oil remains the most well-studied choice for this, with decades of research behind it, particularly from regions where it's been part of daily life for generations of families, long before any of this became a trend online. That long-lived history is part of why I feel comfortable sitting here and recommending it to you with real confidence rather than something newer and far less proven. Even if it happens to be trending somewhere online right now, since trends come and go. But this evidence has stood the test of time. Some of you may have heard the term Mediterranean diet before, since it comes up often in health news. Olive oil sits right at the heart of that entire way of eating, and it's one of the most studied eating patterns in the world for heart health. Large studies following thousands of people over many years have found again and again that people who use olive oil as their main fat tend to have noticeably lower rates of heart disease than people relying mostly on other fats in their cooking. Researchers have spent decades trying to understand exactly why this pattern holds up so consistently. And the combination we've talked about tonight, the good fat and those little protectors, keeps coming up as one of the leading explanations. This isn't one small study making a big claim. It's the same findings showing up again and again in different countries over a genuinely long stretch of time, which is exactly the kind of evidence I trust most when I talk to my own patients. Real and repeated, not flashy and brand new. Let's bring this together into something practical you can actually start tonight right after we finish here together. Go pick a good quality extra virgin olive oil, ideally in a dark bottle, and store it away from heat and light somewhere in your kitchen. Take about 1 tablespoon or half a tablespoon if you're just starting out, roughly 30 minutes before bed on a fairly empty stomach. Give yourself several weeks of doing this consistently before you expect to notice anything, since this works gradually, quietly, not overnight in some dramatic way. If you have gallbladder issues or take a blood thinning medication, have that quick conversation with your doctor first, simply so they know everything you're doing for your health. And please remember, this is one supportive piece of a much bigger picture, not a replacement for staying active, eating well overall, and keeping up with your regular checkups, all of which still matter, just as much as they always have. This is simply one more small piece added on top of a life you're already taking good care of. This is exactly the kind of simple, well-supported habit I love sharing with you. Not a dramatic claim, just something real with decades of research behind it that fits easily into the life you're already living. Tonight, after you finish watching this, here's exactly what I want you to do. Go check that bottle in your kitchen. See if it's extra virgin. And if it is, pour yourself a small spoonful before you head to bed. If this surprised you tonight, especially the part about why timing matters, please send it to someone who might benefit from hearing it too. Comment below and tell me, did you already know about the gallbladder connection, or was that brand new for you? I read every single comment, and it genuinely shapes what we cover next on this channel. If you'd like more simple, well-researched habits like this, please subscribe. And as always, this video is for educational purposes only, not personal medical advice. Please talk to your own doctor before making any real changes to your diet or daily routine.